Looking at batteries this morning. Turn the Wi-Fi on real quick. Good morning to you guys. How are you? Oh, yeah. You guys want to talk about batteries this morning? We can talk about batteries. I am trying to get set up. Ooh, it's cold this morning. Not super cold, but it's cold. All right. What'd you say here? Ford video Jim is getting absolute bad now. Yeah, I mean these manufacturers, they're trash, man. They don't care about us. They just flat out don't. Unless you're working for a high-end manufacturer and you're getting paid very well with top-of-the-line tools, they don't care about us. They care about themselves, the overall dollar. Have you seen Ford stock? It looks like it hasn't changed in forever. It's been like $12, $13 a share forever. And they make it look like it's increasing constantly. It looks like it's going absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I mean, at Volkswagen, we're seeing brand new 26 model. The first one we seen was a Jetta. No, it wasn't. It was a Tiguan. The customer bought a 26 Tiguan, and they didn't make it a couple hundred miles, and the electrical started acting up. Windshield wipers stopped working. Lights and stuff on the dash were turning off. Another customer, 26 Tiguan, The transmission started acting up, wouldn't shift, wouldn't do anything, and just completely stalled out and would not move. 26 Jetta, the instrument cluster completely went out on it. They've been through 2 different instrument clusters, brand new out of the box, complete junk, won't communicate with the instrument cluster. And they know it's a known issue, and they're still putting this crap out. So don't get me wrong, it's bad. But it's bad in the technician's favor, to be honest with you. Where the technicians fail, and where they don't fit in, and when they're not getting taken care of, it's by the actual ownership of the company, the general managers of the company, the service managers of the company. They're getting paid to keep money out of our pockets to screw us. And that's the bad part. And a lot of the service advisors that are in leadership positions aren't given the actual ability to make the calls that they need to make. And they're hiring service advisors that will just steal from people, and they're called sharks. They'll do whatever it takes to make the dollar for the company instead of actually doing the right thing. And then they have favorite techs that they like to kiss their ass and shit like that. They'll take jobs from techs and give them to other people. They'll take 60K, 80K, 100K PMs that pay 4, 5, 6 hours to do preventative maintenance and give it to lube techs and semi-skilled instead of the journeyman for filler work. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid. It's a way for them to maximize money. We get vehicles with brand new batteries from a factory that is trash. Batteries are already trash. The quality of battery manufacturing has went down. Manufacturing in general across the board has went down. Yeah, the dealership definitely has to own some of that, man. There's no reason why you got 3 brand new Denali's sitting in bays, taking up space, electrical issues, transmission issues, and then they want you to find out and lose your ass on the vehicles to figure out what's wrong with it. And it's like, come on, dude. It's a brand new vehicle. It just came out. I'm going to literally lose my ass trying to figure out what's going on with this thing, because a lot of times there's no pinpoint tests. The electrical diagrams are completely ass backwards or not even correct. There's a lot of... I remember when the 2020 Explorer came out, we were having all kinds of problems with it. You go to the electrical diagrams and you try to actually do electrical diagnostics, and they're set up for passenger cars. They're not set up for cop cars. We're getting cop cars in with all these faults and stuff like that and can't even diagnose them correctly, having to come up with our own pinpoint tests because the electrical diagrams are not for utility vehicles, they're for passenger vehicles. They didn't even update that for months and months and months, and then we're the bad guy. We're the ones not doing our job. I had an engineer come out and spend several days with me, a couple hours a day, and I'm the one that actually ended up figuring out the vehicle. I had an engineer come out to a company called G. Schmidt. They write articles and stuff on the new cars that come out. They go out, they beat the hell out of them, they take them off-road, they race them, they do all that stuff, they test them out, and then they give you an article write-up on it. Well, one of the engineers flew out to their facility and was updating an aviator. The guy wasn't smart enough to go in the computer system and turn off over-the-air updates while he was manually trying to push the updates through the computer. The update came in, smoked the modules in the thing, took the car completely offline. He couldn't figure out what was going on right away. He didn't have time to figure out what was going on right away. They sent it to me at the dealer. I went through and replaced the modules that were bad. I went through and reset everything and reprogrammed all the keys and got the car to come back online. It was literally like 16 and a half hours worth of work to figure out what this guy screwed up. Come on, man. And it's the technician's fault. Yeah, get the hell out of here. These guys are crazy, man. These guys are crazy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. doing a quick leg workout, and I'm trying to do legs once a week. My knees are bad, so I got to be careful with that. Yeah, it's not our problem. It is not our problem. And I feel like half the time, honestly, there's some whiny ass techs out there, don't get me wrong. There is. There's some techs that are just complete shitbags, don't get me wrong. But that's not the case most of the time. Good morning, Nancy. When we have to do the service advisor's job, that's a problem. When you have a service manager that will hire a shitbag tech over a tech that actually does his job correctly because he pads the warranty hours in favor of the company, that's a problem. I literally had a service advisor that had the chance in hiring a world-class technician. He'd worked for multiple dealerships, multiple manufacturers, completely master certified, world-class in one category, and they passed on him to go with a guy that's been known to go from dealer to dealer padding warranty work. He'll put a warranty vehicle in one stall and start working on it, and then put another warranty vehicle in another stall and start working on it, and he'll use a semi-skilled tech's login or another kid's login that's qualified to do XYZ, reseal the front cover or something, run the warranty work on a car that doesn't need resealed, do the reseal on the one that's in his stall, and get paid for both times at the same time. They passed on a world-class technician that could help the whole entire shop out. They could educate and help out in emergency needs and stuff like that. They passed on him to go with the shitbag tech that would fake and pad the warranty times to make the dealership fat pockets and him fat pockets because they chose him over somebody that actually legitimately did the work correctly, that knew what he was doing. And I often had to go fix that other guy's problems when he couldn't fix his problems that was padding the warranty hours. So it's a huge issue at the dealership level as well. Huge issue at management level as well. Huge. Yeah. See what time I don't get paid for today. I get you. I get you. I bet you I probably spent 2 or 3 hours looking for cars yesterday, trying to get cars started, trying to get keys from vendors, trying to get cars buried on the lot that are buried behind 2 and 3 cars. And guess what? That 2 or 3 hours that I lost, I ain't getting paid for. I went out to the lot and we had one of our vendors out on the lot, and then there was another vendor in front of him, and I'm hitting the remote start or the alarm on this Kia that I got to work on because I'm a recon tech. I work on the Volkswagen stuff but also the used car stuff, and I hear it going off, and I get up to the car, and on the other side I'm looking at the car parked here, and in front of it there's a car parked long ways. The vendor's doing paint or dent repair work on it, And I'm trying to get in there to get that car. It says, hey, can you just like pull forward out of the way? I'll pull this car out and then you can back up. And he says, actually, man, can I really have that key? I need that key for the one you're about to work on. I said, no, this is important, man. This has a wiper assembly that's all out of whack and it's not connected under the hood. And this vehicle is like a 24, 25 model where somebody kept turning the wipers on with ice on the windshield and they did some kind of damage or disconnected something with the wiper transmission linkage, and I got to get in there and I got to diagnose this today. I only have a few hours left. And he's like, come on, man, I need the key. I need the key. I'm like, dude, I got to work on this car. Priority is me before the vendors. That's what I was told when I started here. If I want it, the vendors get put off, I get it. Well, then here comes the paint guy around the corner as well. He says, yeah, man, can you give it to him? Can you give the key to the dent guy? Because when he's done fixing the dent, I got to do light paint correction right there as well. And the management is on our ass about getting this vehicle done. Here's a freaking key, man. There, I just wasted 20 minutes trying to find the car. Now I'm sitting out here arguing with you guys, trying to justify why I get priority over you guys. I have to fix the car first. All that dent repair and paint stuff can be done anytime. If I keep the car too long and I can't get it back to arbitration if it's bought at auction or something like that, we're screwed. You guys can fix this stuff anytime. I need the car. I'm tired of arguing with you. Here's the keys. You guys figure out who wants to circle jerk over it. I'm not dealing with it. So I gave him the keys and I went on to something else. I'm just not going to stand there and fight with these people anymore. I don't have the time or the patience for it. And I want to scream at somebody and I'm not a manager. So I actually told my manager later what was going on. And he was like, oh man, I wish you would have just told them to kick rocks because I really wanted you to get that car done. And I said, it's funny because you're the same person they said, told them they need to get the car done. I'm not arguing with them. I'm not arguing with them. I'm not going to keep wasting my time with these guys. I'm just not going to do it. You want it? Here, have it. I don't fucking care. I just don't really care anymore, to be honest with you. I mean, I do care. Don't get me wrong. I do care. I will not do a bad job. Even if it's a rush job, I will not do a bad job. But I don't care to get emotionally involved with shit anymore at the dealer just because it's just not worth it. They don't care about me enough to justify me getting involved in emotional attachment to things that need to be done because I'm not getting paid to be that person. All right. Nancy says, everyone here have a great, safe, blessed day. You as well. 2019 Sienna come in, wrote her up for differential change. She was going to pay it too. You mean the Sienna that doesn't have a differential change? I thought some of them were all-wheel drive though. Maybe not them, but doesn't Honda have an all-wheel drive version? Their Odyssey or something like that? Yeah, I didn't think Toyota did, but, well, I assumed Toyota might. I should say that way, but I knew Honda did. I'm gonna see how this feels with my knee. This is 295. I just want to try to get a couple in just to feel it. My knee's acting up, so put this phone a little bit further away here. All right, wish me luck, wish me luck. I'm gonna do like a variation of a box squat. It's gonna go from here, down here, and then back up. Paused box squat. A little nervous. I can feel that in the huevos. Do I want to try a little more? I need to get one that goes down a little bit lower, squat, bench, deadlift. I want to, you know what I noticed now since training knees and focusing on my kneecap strength and stuff, my legs don't bow in whenever I squat anymore. They stay out nice and parallel, and then my knees stay back behind my toes. But I want to get a box squat that's like 2 inches lower than this one because it's not low enough. I want to go a little bit lower. I'm stopping here, but I really want to be like here instead of here. Let me, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw, I want to see how 345 feels just to get a feel for what I'm trying to aim for. I want to get 405 by like February for like 10. And I'm trying to work my way back up because my knees, they get real shaky because I haven't pushed my legs and stuff in a long time because of all the knee injuries. Let me see. I'm going to try 345. I'm hoping I get a couple. Come on. Come on. West Side Barbell, yeah. The goats of powerlifting. The OGs of powerlifting. All right, come on. Ah! Woohoo! Ah! that hurt? And my knees, they didn't bow in, which I'm super thankful for. Ah. All right, I've got some work to do, obviously. Obviously, got some work to do. Whew. I've got some work to do. I felt like I might have been able to squeeze one or two more out, but with me having... Appreciate that, brother. Well, I said brother, but I don't even know. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. I just get used to saying brother. I'm assuming guy. But you know what happens when you assume. Woo-wee. Feel good. Feel like I got that gluteus maximus involved. Got to get that butt back. Have a great day, by the way. Okay. I thought so. I thought we were, but I don't want to assume. Have a great day, brother. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to grab some water real quick before I walk out this door. And I appreciate y'all. Be blessed. Take care. I've got a video interesting on the BM200, the Ansel BM200 battery monitor. I want you guys to tune in a little bit. What this monitor showed me is it showed me a lot about my batteries that I didn't actually realize. And it's helped me actually come up with a way to make them healthier and rejuvenate them. So check out the video later on, like an hour or two from right now. I gotta go get water. I'm getting out of here. Y'all be blessed. Take care.